Hey guys, Ryan here, and in this video, we're very excited to announce another software update to the Rodecaster Pro, version 1.2. This new update adds a number of new features, including, and you guessed it, multi-track recording direct to microSD. So let's get into it. Multi-channel recording lets you not only just record the stereo mix of your podcast, but also all of the individual tracks, allowing you to do an offline mix after finishing the recording. To activate multi-channel mode to record to the microSD card, simply activate this function in the advanced menu of the hardware settings. You'll also see here the option to record multi-track to the USB output as well. Check out our other videos for details on this. There are links in the description below. When activated, the Rodecaster Pro will record the complete stereo mix as well as each of the individual sources connected to the Rodecaster Pro to your microSD card as a Polywav file. To open this file, you'll need a workstation or DAW that supports Polywav files. Now, if your audio software doesn't support Polywav files, don't worry, we've got a really handy update to the Rode Companion software to help you split out each of those individual tracks from the Polywav file. You can see a link in the video description below. Now, within the Polywav file that you record direct to microSD, there are 14 tracks. The first two tracks are the stereo mix, exactly as the Rodecaster Pro would record if multi-channel mode was switched off. The remaining tracks represent the sources on the Rodecaster Pro, going from left to right across the console. So starting with microphone 1, and then across to mics 2, 3, and 4, the USB input, the TRRS phone connector, the Bluetooth input, and then finally the sound pads. The mic channels are single mono tracks, and all of the other tracks recorded are stereo, first left, then right. The individual track outputs are recorded pre-fader. That is to say that the level of the fader and the status of the mute buttons on the channels will not affect the recording at all. This means that if somebody on your podcast says something really interesting, but you accidentally had their microphone muted or turned down, their voice is still recorded to the multi-channel file. Optionally, you can also choose to record the multi-channel tracks without any effects or processing applied, so just taking the raw output of each channel for maximum flexibility when editing and mixing offline. You can disable the effects processing on the multi-track output using this control in the advanced menu. Note it also applies to the USB multi-track output too. Finally, there's one more thing I should mention. You'll notice that the record button has now gone green. This doesn't affect the basic functions of the button at all. You still just hit it to start your recording and hit it again to stop. The colors just help make the status clearer. White means that there's no SD card inserted. Green means that there's an SD card in and that the unit is ready to record. Red means that the unit is recording, and flashing amber means that the recording is paused. Yes, that's right. We had a lot of requests for a record pause mode so that you can temporarily pause your podcast recording, maybe to set up a phone call or perhaps to take a break. You can access this feature by simply doing a long press on the record button while you're recording. This will put the unit into record pause. Note that the unit starts pausing the moment that you press the button, but you need to hold it down for about 2 seconds to activate the pause. A short press will of course end the recording. To restart recording, simply tap the button again and the unit will instantly restart the recording from where you left off. If after pausing the recording, you decide that you actually want to end the recording after all, you can simply hold the record button down for another long press and this will end the recording. Thanks everyone, and happy podcasting.